OK, let's take a look at the teams then. Everton have a problem with their first-choice goalkeeper, Richard Wright. He picked up a knee injury in the 2-2 draw at Charlton in midweek, and he's failed to respond to treatment. Having loaned out Paul Gerrard to Sheffield United this week, it leaves Steve Simonson as Everton's only senior keeper. Untried teenager Ian Turner is on the subs bench. Otherwise, it's the same Everton team that drew at Charlton, but there's one important addition on the subs bench, where Duncan Ferguson returns after suspension. It's 4-4-2 for Everton, a solid base of hard-working players in midfield, providing the foundation for the attacking skills of Wayne Rooney and Tomas Radzinski, two strikers on top form. Liverpool field the same 11 that had a disappointing goalless draw against Tottenham in midweek, and that means that once again there's no place for John Arnorisa or Danny Murphy, both of whom are named among the substitutes. Also on the bench is Emil Heskey. He's recovering from a calf problem. Igor Bishkan continues in defence for the injured Stefan Ancho. Gerard Houllier is still experimenting with his newest signing, Harry Kewell, who's already played on the right of midfield, on the left, and behind the two main strikers, which is where we expect him to operate today. Plenty of pace up front with Milan Baros and Michael Owen. There's been a lot of criticism on radio phone-ins and in newspapers about Liverpool's poor start. Not so, of course, David Moyes, who really felt his team were unlucky to lose the corresponding game 2-1 here last season. That was his first Goodison derby, but coming from Glasgow, he knows all about this very special local derby atmosphere, which is as good today as it's ever been, as Everton in blue, of course, get us underway. The first few juddering tackles are normally there to set the scene, if you like, for the rest of the 90 minutes. As Pembridge wins the header, Watson on the right, Carragher's miskick clearance, cheered sarcastically by the home crowd, and Everton get the first throw. Rooney and Radzinski, a very live wire strike force on paper. Pistone, the Italian, will take the throw, the former Inter Milan player. Huge distance on it as well, and that'll be the first corner to the home side. Carragher's made a very nervy opening here. Used to be an Evertonian in his school days, as indeed were many of Liverpool's most famous players, including Michael Owen, whose father actually played for Everton. The linesman has gone against Everton on that and signalled a goal kick. Smiles from Harry Kewell, getting his first taste of a Merseyside derby. He's never played in anything quite like this in his Leeds United days. Good clearance by Alan Stubbs, the Everton skipper. Born in Kirby, one of the tough districts of this city. Had to go to Bolton Wanderers and Celtic before finding his way to his boyhood idols. Steven Gerrard booed because of one or two juddering challenges that he's made. And talking of juddering challenges, Naismith will be the first to attract the referee's attention for that tackle. And Mr. Riley, like many previous referees in these local derbies, will set his stall out early on here and show a yellow card to the Everton man. The referee's made it known here that he won't stand for anything like this. Either the players will heed the warning, or there will be a host of cautions and maybe even red cards. Two sent off last year, remember. In fact, Naismith was one of them. David Weir also saw red. There's Pistone, the Italian. Hupier's clearance. Watson did well. Pistone with a second chance to get it in, and really bright play there as Rooney went sliding in on the near post. Typical of this young man, who's so aware of opportunities, so quick to spot an opening. Bishkan caught on the back foot a little bit by Rooney's quick thinking. Away by Yobo, has gone straight to Diouf. Gerrard turns it forward. And Liverpool have it back again. Now Now with Owen. On to Barros. Caught in possession by Naismith. Possible handball there. The referees let play go on, and Radzinski got the shot all wrong. Top scored for Everton in the Premier League last season, Tomasz Radzinski, and his combination with Wayne Rooney looking very lively early on here for Everton. Scored 11 league goals last season, the Canadian international. Graham Sharp and Ian Rush, two great former Derby rivals who knew all about goal scoring in this particular fixture. And off go Everton again, and Radzinski's onside here, and Rooney's sprinting forward in support. Well, he chose to go it alone. Maybe that was a mistake. Rooney had got forward and possibly was in a better position here. Once again, terrific combination between those two. Some people regard Rooney as just an out-and-out goal scorer. He's far more than that, as he showed then, with a lovely ball. And had Radzinski squared this one back to Wayne Rooney, Everton might have been looking at a 1-0 lead. Well, with those two live wires and the physical presence of Duncan Ferguson on the bench, some problems for Liverpool over the 90 minutes here. Kevin Campbell is still out injured for Everton at the moment, incidentally, but very nearly an opening then for Michael Owen at the other end. Thumbs up for the quality of the through ball. David Moyes concerned how his defence opened up then. Towering header away by Hupia, but it's gone straight to Yobo. Bishkant covering well for Liverpool. Poor throw by Pistone, but Everton at least can try again. A little deeper in their own half. Harry Kewell back defending for Liverpool. As always in local derbies, the record between the two teams, well, there's hardly anything between them. Everton have won 54, Liverpool 61, and they've drawn 53 over the years this fixture has been played. Radzinski letting it run, knowing that Everton would have preferred the corner, which they've got. It's also been very even between the two since the Premier League was formed. 7 wins to Liverpool, 6 to Everton, 9 matches drawn. But Liverpool certainly have had the upper hand in recent years. Very difficult ball to deal with. Gerrard heading behind for another Everton corner. Cambridge will try to swing it in again, left-footed. And we've got 2 footballs on the pitch. Same again. Dudek came unconvincingly. Headed back in by Naismith and then away by Carragher. Gerrard got up strongly, too strongly for the referee's liking. He's got to be careful lashing the ball away as he did then. The referee could easily have deemed that unsporting behaviour and cautioned him. Well, what have Everton got up their sleeves here? A little conflap between Messrs Pembridge and Stubbs about who will take this. Linderoth also involved in the discussion. Looks as though it's been set up for the left-footed Mark Pembridge, who only scored 1 goal in the whole of last season, by the way, and that was on the opening day against Tottenham. He takes it, and easy for Dudek. Far too easy. Very poor clearance by the Polish international. David Moyes still looks young enough to be on the Everton bench, doesn't he? Radzinski's cross. Bishkant with an uncomfortable clearance. Good early pressure here from Everton. Another long throw from the Italian Pistone. Too long. Steve Watson's played in many a North East derby. Pistone, I'm sure, knows all about the local atmosphere from his time in Italy. He also, of course, played for Newcastle United alongside Steve Watson. Well, as you might expect, Everton enjoying most of the early possession here, and certainly have created the better early opportunities. They have lost their last 3 games in a row here against Liverpool. And incidentally, in their entire history, Everton have never lost 4 successive home derbies against their rivals. So that's one embarrassing statistic they won't want. Here's El Hadj Diouf. Great ball in, but perhaps too close to Simonsen. Just one little trick too many there from the Senegal World Cup player. As Duncan Ferguson looks on, hoping to get his opportunity later. Unsworth. Pembridge chipping it up. An easy clearance. Here's Diouf. That's good, calm football by Liverpool. Excellent stuff. Here's Diouf again. Gerrard and Diouf not on the same wavelength then. Everton accept the gift. And a silly challenge by Bishkan. He's fortunate not to be yellow carded for that. I think that's the point that Pembridge is probably making to referee Riley. I have to say, I didn't see how this was any less serious than the challenge that Naismith was cautioned for before. Straight through the back of Rooney. Clear foul, and fortunate not to be yellow carded. Yards from goal. Stubbs perhaps lining up a shot, or is he going to leave it to Pembridge? Yes! Well, that wasn't bad. The Welsh international, who actually was left out of the Everton lineup for the corresponding game last season, with a point to prove today. 2 long-range efforts already, but neither of them on target. Good exchange of passes. Smitzer helping it on to Diouf, who's now moved over to the left-hand side. Free header for Unsworth, and really that was poor defending by Everton. They should not have conceded a corner in that situation. Can Liverpool take advantage in the 20th minute? Their second corner in quick succession. Bishkan trying to find some room, so too Sami Hyypiä. It was Watson who got it clear. Good cross this time. It's come straight back out to Harry Kewell, and then Finnan trying the shot. Here's Gerrard. Liverpool piling the pressure on here. Sami Hyypiä's remained forward. Oh, it was a poor effort by Kewell this time. Well, he was right underneath the shot and should have done better, really. Striking Watson on the elbow. That might have been the earlier effort, I think. As Hyypiä played him in for the second one. Still looking for his first Liverpool goal, of course. And that ranks as Liverpool's first attempt. Everton have had 5 already. It's just settling down now, the pace of this game. It was breakneck speed early on. Gerrard's clearance. Oh, and the mistake has given it to Smith, so that's a poor ball. Easy interception by Yobo. Hupia. And Liverpool concede the free kick. Foul on Stubbs by Barosh, who's not too happy with the award. Curious statistic from last season for Liverpool is that they won as many away games as they won matches at Anfield. 9 victories on their travels, including here, of course. They also drew 2 and lost 8 away from the home. It was their form at home on which they'll need to improve this season. Foul there surely by Barosh on Yobo. Liverpool had 64 points last season, 19 less than the champions Manchester United. Not good enough really for a club of their stature. As Pembridge plays a lovely ball through here to Radzinski. Radzinski goes down. The ball was won by Bishkan. It's just as well it was. Otherwise, Liverpool would have conceded a penalty and Bishkan would have been red carded. A long way back from that decision, Mike Riley. But instinctively, you felt he made the right one, and there was no particular roar of protest from the Everton fans here. Great tackle, yeah, spot on the referee. Even a hint of a handball by Radzinski, but that was a marvellous sliding challenge by the Croatian international. Here's Juve, who's now switched to that left-hand side, with Smitsa going to the right. And Juve gets fouled. Lindelof not happy. But the Swedish international has conceded the free kick. Steven Gerrard looks as though he fancies a shot on target here. 36 yards from goal. And interestingly, Stubbs guarding the post. I often wonder why more teams don't do that. The theory is, of course, that if you do that, you can't have an offside in your favour, but how many free kicks have you seen go straight in that might have been stopped by a defender on the line? Liverpool still debating what to do here, and in the end it's gone wide to Juve. He could find no way through. That's good play by the Swede. Missed a lot of games for Everton last season through injury. Tobias Lindelof. Huell wants it and gets it. Back to Carragher. Good challenge by Yobo. And Everton come out with the ball with Rooney. Some chasing to do here for Sami Hupia. He knows that Radzinski would probably have the beating of him in a straight foot race. Lindelof. Well, that's poor. Straight to Barosh. He could be made to pay for that error, but there's not a single player up in support of the Liverpool man. 4 Everton defenders against 1 Liverpool attacker, and Stubbs won the battle. Here's Juve. Interesting ball, but not good enough for Owen on the back post. However, they have, I think, got a corner out of that, have they? That's certainly what Owen was claiming, but the linesman might have been of a different mind, as we see again this run by Barosh. Fine challenge. Goal kick it was. Gerrard. Hupia's clearance poor. Pembridge for Everton. Interesting ball over the top. And it's been set up here for the shot. Well, Dudek might have expected better from Naismith then, who can hit the ball well. He's a decent goal scorer from those wide midfield positions. Perhaps would have preferred that on his left foot to his right. He scored a couple of goals last season, Gary Naismith, but he wasn't a regular in Everton's starting lineup, the Scottish international. He's already got 1 goal this season in the 3-1 victory against Fulham. Everton lost 2-1 at Arsenal in their opening match, then beat Fulham 3-1 and drew 2-2 with Charlton in midweek. Liverpool have lost to Chelsea, drawn against Villa and drawn against Tottenham. Both the last two results goalless as they threaten here. But again, it's a poor effort by a man who Liverpool are still waiting to deliver the goods. Harry Kewell. Said to prefer this role in behind the strikers, but as yet, not making the most of it. Liverpool haven't really troubled Everton standing goalkeeper Simonsen as yet. Stoney and Yobo almost got into a problem then of their own making. 18 minutes to half-time. And another Liverpool attack fizzles out. They were very disappointing in the 0-0 draw against Tottenham at Anfield in midweek. 2 points from 3 games is equal to the worst start Liverpool have ever made in the Premier League. And in fact, it's the first time in almost 10 years that they've had 2 successive goalless draws. They've never drawn a blank in 3 in a row in the Premier League. Chris Woods, the Everton goalkeeping coach, who might have got close to a game himself. Such is the state of affairs with Wright injured. Gerrard out on loan to Sheffield United. An untried teenager, Ian Turner, on the bench. Radzinski. Watson. Back by Gerrard for Liverpool. Carragher. Back to Sami Hyypiä. Good left foot, Dudek. Barosh and Owen aren't going to win many headers against the likes of Stubbs and Yobo. Here is Stubbs, wearing the captain's armband for Everton today. Pistone, away by Hyypiä. Owen. Pembridge won the battle, and a battle is what it's been in the middle of the field in particular. David Moyes had his 50th game in the Premier League in charge of Everton in midweek. The 2-2 draw at Charlton. He's the club's 4th different manager in 5 years, or was when he was appointed. But he has been spectacularly the best in that period. Watson's header on. Away by Sami Hyypiä. Everton will get a corner. Physically big and strong side Everton, very dangerous from set pieces. Cambridge again into that near post area. We're coming up to half an hour gone at Goodison, and Everton have certainly had the better of this opening 30 minutes in this 169th league derby. Clearance by Kewell. Bit of space for Diouf. Now Owen has made a run here, and Spitzer brought down just before the ball could be played to Michael Owen, who as usual had taken up an excellent position. Expecting the square ball, and Everton really needn't have concerned themselves. An awful shot by Vladimir Smitsa, not helping the mood of his manager one bit. He only scored 1 goal in the whole of last season, Smitsa, and that was in a Champions League match. Didn't manage one in the Premier League. lot of youth on Everton's bench today, and in particular their 19-year-old stand-in goalkeeper. And certainly David Moyes has gone about freshening up the team with the younger faces since he came here, and it's worked. Rooney, of course, the spectacular example. Liverpool get a hotly disputed throw. And now a disputed free kick. Juve deep inside his own half. That's a good run though. Carragher. Owens layoff. Juve is there again and wins the free kick. The home fans not at all convinced. Normally it's Emil Heskey they'll have a go at for diving. Today it's Schmitzer, and for kicking the ball away, Steve Watson is going to become the second Everton player to be shown a yellow card. And you have to say, in fairness really, if the referee had shown any consistency, Steve Gerrard did that earlier in the half and went unpunished, and because it's sporting behaviour in the laws, then the ball is also brought forward 10 yards, so it's a double whammy for Everton. I must say, I've always felt that the punishment does not fit the crime. There's nothing Mr. Riley can do about that. That's the law. Puel and Gerrard over the ball. Once again, Liverpool failed to make the most of a set piece. The Everton fans still very unhappy about that award and the caution. As Juve wins the throw. Rooney got involved in a little altercation, I remember, in the derby match at Anfield last season. Hoopier forward, away by Unsworth, and a chance perhaps for Everton to break here. Bishkan, and the referee's fallen on his backside to make matters even worse for him. He was already getting abuse from the home crowd, and now from Wayne Rooney, who'd be a referee in a Merseyside derby. Whatever he's getting, he deserves twice as much. And now David Moyes joins in. Gerrard for Liverpool. That's a better ball for Owen. Juve on the left. Carragher's with him. Banosh. That's a good challenge by Yobo, but the second one was a bit late. Well, it's clear what Alan Stubbs thought of the Liverpool player here, making it crystal clear that in his opinion there was a dive, but for me the referee was right there. Liverpool getting the benefit of a couple of recent decisions from Mr. Riley. Can they take advantage though? Harry Kewell's free kick to the edge of the box. Poor effort again by Schmitzer. It's come back to Gerrard. And now Hoopier. Everton with the possibility of a break here. That's an overhit ball really by Rooney, trying to release Radzinski. Minutes to half time in this Barclaycard English Premier League local derby at Goodison Park. Everton 0, Liverpool 0. El Hadji Diouf all the way back to his keeper. Poor header from Pistone. Not too happy with the challenge from Barosh, the home fans. Can't help thinking the referee might be under pressure to even things up with a yellow card for a Liverpool player the next time one of them commits a foul like that. Smith, and then away by Igor Bishka. A late challenge as Finnan played the ball away. Well, I did say from the start it was never an easy game to referee this. And Rooney charged in there on Steve Finnan. Hupia. Calmly back by Gerrard to Bishka. That's a good ball. And it's come through to Michael Owen. Liverpool take the lead. Michael Owen does it again. Everton will say it was against the run of play, but try telling that to the red half of Merseyside. 7 minutes before half-time, and the Predator Supreme has rescued Liverpool again. Good build-up, good ball, and Owen did the rest. Liverpool's top scorer in each of the last half a dozen seasons has scored for the second campaign in a row on the ground of the old enemy. That is, in fact, Liverpool's first goal in open play of the new season. Owen got the only other one they've scored from a twice-taken penalty in the opening day defeat against Chelsea. Liverpool, under early season pressure, really needed that Michael Owen goal. And they've gone in search of a second. Denied this time. Pembridge to Yobo in the final minute of the first half at Goodison. Carragher's lofted clearance, Yobo underneath it. Free kick. It might be their final opportunity in normal time in the first half to draw level. There's not going to be much stoppage time. The skipper, Alan Stubbs, goes forward. Closely marked by Bishkan. Hupia keeping an eye on the other central defender, Yobo. Pembridge's kick. It's a good one too. Liverpool still haven't got it clear. They might have done now. Well, the whistle's gone anyway. The referee saw an infringement in there, and a minute of stoppage time has been added by Mr. Riley. Bit of pushing there by Rooney, I would have thought, initially. Clearance, hesitation by Everton's players, and Unsworth has given it away to Steven Gerrard. There is the half-time whistle in what's been a pretty evenly fought half, with, if anything, Everton superior in terms of possession. They still go in, the home side, trailing by 1-0. Wayne Rooney, one of several Everton players, complaining about a host of decisions to referee Mike Riley, but it won't count now, because at half-time here at Goodison Park, the score has a horribly familiar look if you're an Evertonian. It's Everton 0, Liverpool 1. Everton's home record last season was very respectable. They won 11, drew 5 and lost 3 in the Premier League. Liverpool themselves, Chelsea and Manchester United were the only teams to win here. No injury problems, incidentally, enforcing the switch by David Moyes. It was a tactical decision to take off Unsworth and bring on Gravesen. The little Dane, tough competitor in the middle of the field, will certainly give them extra bite in that department as Watson takes up this early attack for Everton. Carragher holding him off cleverly. And then Liverpool clumsily give the ball back. Pistone's cross. It's come out to Gravesen. wins a free kick with his first challenge of the game against Vladimir Smicer. Suffered a knee injury playing for Denmark in a recent international and has missed the last two. Big favourite, as you can hear with the crowd here. Everton perhaps less than convincing with their set pieces in the first half. This one 31 yards out. Stubbs can certainly belt the ball if they can get it to him quick enough before he's closed down by the Liverpool players. No, it's Pembridge who's going to hit it. Oh, great save! And Radzinski couldn't force it in, nor could Yobo. Wonderful stop by Dudek. And in the first 2 minutes of the second half, Everton so close to an equaliser. A brave and talented piece of goalkeeping here by the Pole Jerzy Dudek. Clever free kick. It actually deflected off the Liverpool player as Pembridge hit it. There, Dudek lost it temporarily and Liverpool got away with that. But the first stop, excellent, because that ball was moving. And arguably, Radzinski knocked it out of his hands when he had certainly one hand, if not both, on the ball. So there could have been some real controversy there if Everton had got a goal out of that incident. Well, it wouldn't be a local derby without controversy. Dave Galley, the Liverpool physio, just making sure that Dudek is okay. He started the last 25 games for Liverpool, keeping out Chris Kirkland, who most good judges of the game consider to be England's finest young goalkeeper and a real star of the future. Gerrard clears the Everton corner. And Liverpool survive another scary moment. And another, because they've now got a free kick for that challenge by Rooney on Houpier. He's not been at his best yet today, Wayne Rooney. That one, great opportunity that I mentioned, missed that. Looks like Naismith might have gone in at left back to replace Unsworth, who was being tied in knots continually by El Hadj Diouf. And David Moyes' reaction is to take off his number 6, bring on Gravison, and it looks as though he's moved Naismith to left back. Stoney, right back. So incidentally, he could equally play on the other flank. Was fouled there by Barosh. Clearance by Houpier. Yobo's header misdirected. Stubbs going to have to chase here. Michael Owen right behind him. Naismith finds Gravison. Ishkan's done a steady job at the back for Liverpool today. Stubbs fighting to hold off Owen. And Everton in trouble here. And it's a good save. Smicer appearing late on the scene. And Simonsen has made 3 absolute top-quality saves for Everton today. Otherwise, this game now might be beyond their reach already. Sally Houpier. Out of play for an Everton throw, but Vladimir Smicer almost doubling Liverpool's lead here. Very clever Owen. Even though Stubbs flicked the ball away, he made space for Smicer. And although Simonsen dived the wrong way, he still kept the ball out. Clattering challenge by Harry Kewell on Pistone. And I thought that would happen. And deservedly so, I think, on this occasion. The first Liverpool player to be yellow carded. Complaints from the home fans who wanted to see red, but that would have been harsh, even though it was very high by Kewell. And certainly deserved the caution. You can probably see he had his eyes on the ball. I don't think he realised that Pistone was coming in at full tilt like that, but clearly a yellow card offence. First Liverpool player, as I mentioned, cautioned in the game. Harry Naismith was the first yellow card for a challenge on El Hadj Diouf early on. As we see again, that X-rated tackle. Everton also have Steve Watson's name in the referee's notebook. Everton won 17 of their 38 Premier League games last season, finished with a very respectable 59 points, 7 ahead of the FA Cup finalist Southampton. But the worrying thing for them in this game, they weren't prolific scorers last season, and they haven't been as yet this. They only scored 48 times in 38 games. They are sound defensively, but whether they can get enough goals in this scenario is another matter. They won no fewer than 15 games by a single goal margin last season. The viewers will tell you that was Harry Kewell, and that wasn't a bad ball for Barros. And he's got round Yobo. Brilliant play from Barros, set it up again, and it's number 2 for Liverpool. And it's Owen again. What a start to the second half. Liverpool could have found themselves level. Instead, they find themselves 2 goals to the good. Brilliantly set up by Barros and finished in typical style by Michael Owen. Yobo has to take some of the blame here. He allowed Barros to get inside him. Lovely little tap ball, and from that range, Owen simply does not miss. Right into the corner, beyond Simonson's reach, and Owen's on a hat-trick now. And Liverpool are on course for their first win of the season and their 4th successive victory at Goodison Park. Early yet, but Everton will do well to pull this one out of the fire. I was just saying how Everton were not prolific goal scorers when Liverpool hammered home that point with a second of their own. Everton only managed to score more than 2 goals in a game once in the Premier League in the whole of last season, and that was in a 4-3 defeat at Tottenham. So the prospects of them going on to win this game now, historically, would seem to be slim. They've still got time to rescue it, but winning it is another matter. Finnan has just received a yellow card for that handball, so the man who's a lovely pass set up Owen's first goal is now on a caution along with his teammate Harry Kewell. Well, the mountain Everton have to climb now. And I wonder if we'll see Duncan Ferguson introduced earlier than we might have expected. Everton need to get amongst the Liverpool defenders now. And Yobo, whose error really led to Owen's second goal, has come forward, but Ferguson's physical presence would be even better. Great save by Dudek from Rooney. Well, the old cliche close-range save has never been more appropriate here. Look how far out Rooney was, a matter of what, 2-3 yards when he headed that. Still plenty in this game for Everton if they keep believing. Graveson's corner, and Liverpool cope with it this time. Straight back in though, and Dudek backpedaling here, and he's lost the ball. Rooney is adjudged to have fouled him, and then he seemed to lash out at Dudek. Be interesting to see how the referee views this one. Certainly trod on his toe in the first place, and 1 or 2 bottles of the plastic variety anyway being thrown on by the Everton fans behind that goal. We don't want to see that. And Dudek in the wars again for the second time in quick succession here. Quite clearly backed into him there, Rooney. That was a brilliant save from the same player. Pistone, good early ball in as well. It could have caused an embarrassment. Now, is that a back pass by Stubbs? Liverpool are claiming it was, but the referee says get on with it. Graveston to Naismith. Scottish international's given it away. No free kick given, so Liverpool get on with it. And here is that man again. Oh, that was very nearly the hat-trick for Michael Owen. Brilliant effort. He's lacked his usual sharpness in Liverpool's games before today, but he's found it again with a vengeance today. 2 goals already. It could so easily here have been 3. Another fine fingertip save by Steve Simonsen. Bishkan up with a header. Never scored a Premier League goal for Liverpool, Igor Bishkan. The only goal he scored in his time with the club was in a League Cup tie. It's going well for Liverpool. Just over the hour mark in this Barclaycard English Premier League local derby at Goodison. Everton 0, Liverpool 2. Michael Owen has scored both of them. But here come Everton with Radzinski. Watson to his right. Watson hits it. Good block by Carragher. There's an excellent goal-scoring record, Steve Watson. He's scored 2 in 3 games already for Everton. 6 goals last season. They've played him up front as an emergency striker before now. Pembridge with the corner kick. Dudek couldn't reach that one, but he was fouled, according to referee Riley. Well, no wonder Jamie Carragher's giving him a pat on the back, because he's played really well here. A goalkeeper who's had his fair share of public criticism and made 1 or 2 very public errors as well. Everton can play better than this, and all their fans know that for a fact. They haven't really functioned properly in this second half. And they continue to give the ball away too cheaply. That'll be a free kick for Liverpool. Naismith's foul on Diouf.
What's he doing? Flop that on you now.
Spitzer's floated from the left to the right, sometimes popped up in the centre, and to reasonably good effect for Liverpool so far. But it's the contribution of Owen that's put them into a match-winning position. And that's really disappointing by a player of Pastoni's ability. Steven Gerrard not quite as dominant as he was early on in the first half, but still a key figure in midfield. As Liverpool continue to look good for their first 3-pointer of the new campaign. Barosh has upset the referee, and according to the referees, upset him 1 time too many, so a yellow card. Incidentally, if Liverpool were to lose this game today, there is a scenario, if other results went against them, that they could have actually finished up bottom of the Premier League table this weekend. How humiliating could that be? And how much Evertonians would enjoy it, I'm sure. As Rooney tries to feed in Watson again. It was another good challenge by Carragher. Good solid game at left back, Jamie Carragher. Here's Barosh. Trying again to beat Yobo, not this time. Kuehl. That's a great looking ball. Now, was he being held there, Radzinski? The home fans certainly think so. The referee doesn't. Diouf has been quieter in this second half. Everton closing him down more quickly now as Gravison wins it back for them. Challenge on Finnan. Zinski still not happy about the earlier challenge on him. As you can see, it's a very special year for a very special football club with a proud history. Champions of England 9 times, Everton FA Cup winners 5 times. But only one trophy in the last 16 seasons has found its way to Goodison Park. That was the FA Cup 8 years ago. And in recent times, the club has been more concerned about what's been going on at the bottom of the table than at the top end. They've been very close to relegation more than once. David Moyes has changed all that. This was always going to be a difficult season for Everton to build on the excellent campaign they enjoyed last season. Looks like Emile Heskey might be about to be introduced here for Liverpool. Duncan Ferguson still sits it out on the Everton bench meanwhile. Heskey's had a calf injury, which he picked up playing for England against Croatia. He did start Liverpool's next league game at Aston Villa, but went off injured in that and didn't figure in midweek against Tottenham. But he's going to add his considerable physical presence to the Liverpool attack. Almost 3/4 of the way through the game. Everton 0, Liverpool 2. Can Rooney yet convert one of the chances that seem to be continuously coming his way? An Everton goal now would certainly make it an interesting finish here. And it looks like Danny Murphy's about to be introduced by Liverpool as well. Smith and Gravison, run back by Juve, and then again by Gravison. The Dane did well. Lindelof's cross is useful, and another opportunity for Wayne Rooney. More difficult one, that. Seems like the ball is attracted to him somehow in the penalty area. He's about to get some heavyweight support now, Wayne Rooney. Tobias Lindelof is going off, and big Duncan Ferguson comes on in his place. He only made 7 appearances in the Premier League last season, all of them as a substitute. But I did say earlier he's got a very good record against Liverpool. He scored 4 goals in these local derby matches. And he only needs 1 more to create a post-war record for Everton against Liverpool. Is this the day he gets it? Gravison. They've got a 3-pronged attack now, Everton. Radzinski, Ferguson and Rooney, as they have to take the game to Liverpool, of course, in the last 20 minutes and 2 behind. Stubbs goes forward, but it'll be the head of Ferguson they'll be looking for from this free kick. And he does win most headers. Sammy Hoopier will know he's got a different problem to deal with now. It was Gerrard who got it clear. Excellent control again by Barros. He's played well. I think he might be the player about to be substituted, but still, Liverpool wait to make their changes. Now they're going to, yes. As suspected, it is Milan Baros who will go off the field to make way for Emile Heskey. But what a very good game he had, and created Owen's second goal, and gets a handshake from the goal scorer. Heskey gets his last minute instructions from Gerald Houllier. And Vladimir Smitsa is the other player who's going to be replaced, in his case by Danny Murphy, who scored the winning goal, and what a winner it was. A fabulous long-range effort for Liverpool on this ground last season, which was his best season for goals. He scored 12 from midfield. Murphy and Heskey on for Liverpool, Ferguson on for Everton. That was his first touch of the ball. Racing back. Oh, poor marking by Liverpool there. Suddenly Radzinski was in yards of space, onside, and completely free of any Liverpool defenders. Clever play by Watson. That was a good layoff. Heskey's first contribution was a good one. Gerrard. And now Juve. Looking for the high ball. And Yobo was aware of the danger. Here's Kuehl. Again it goes in high, aimed at Heskey. Well, on another day, Wayne Rooney would surely have found the net on at least one occasion, and Radzinski here had the ball just been under hit rather than over hit, might well have found the net to give Everton some hope. As it is, it looks as though Wayne Rooney and his teammates are about to suffer a fourth successive home defeat against their local neighbours and rivals. Almost avoided the embarrassment of their worst ever start to a Premier League season. But it's not over yet. Still 15 minutes to go. Heskey, great turn. Superb play. Owens ahead of him, as usual. Well, he just dropped it in a little short, but Gravison has it back now for Everton. That's a foul. I think Gerrard realised the moment he challenged Rooney that the whistle would go. Everton need to take advantage of one of these free kicks. They've been close. Remember the effort from Pembridge about 15 minutes ago, which Dudek saved brilliantly after a deflection. Maybe it's time for a Stubbs pile driver. We shall see. No. Oh! Dudek stood watching as Ferguson's shot smashed against the crossbar. Everton had a trick up their sleeve, and it was a trick that almost paid off handsomely. Boys can't believe the ill luck his team are having in front of goal today. Duncan Ferguson, who hasn't scored a Premier League goal for 16 months now, denied one by the crossbar. Well, I haven't seen him take too many like that in his career. You think of Duncan Ferguson as a big, strong target man, a great header of the ball, but a subtle free kick. And almost a successful free kick. On goal attempts, just look how close the sides are. Shots on target, nothing between them as well. But the important statistic is the one on the screen now. Everton 0, Liverpool 2. Pistoni for Everton. Liverpool just lost the edge a little bit. Gravison. Here's Watson. Now Pistoni again. And once more. Oh, he let it bounce. But it hadn't gone out of play, had it? As Gerrard lashes the ball away. It had. Well, this will be a big setback to Everton, who finished a highly creditable 7th last season, just 2 places and only 5 points behind Liverpool. And as I mentioned, they just missed out on a place in the UEFA Cup to Blackburn Rovers. With Liverpool's problems coming into the game and their own good start to the season, they might have expected to reverse the normal trend of local derby defeats. But I don't think that's going to happen now. Pistone. Looking for Ferguson, who went down in a heap with 2 Liverpool players. Nothing given. El Hadji for Liverpool. Heskey. Here's Finnan. Finnan keeps running. Well, he really needed a win today, just to get the army of critics off his back. And it's Liverpool's talisman, Michael Owen, who seems to have delivered that victory. He was dispossessed then by Stubbs, but still running, still chasing and fouling on this occasion. Wry smile from Stubbs, who wouldn't have expected a 5'7" striker to provide such a problem. And there he goes, chasing the through ball again, and he's got round the goalkeeper. Heskey's there with him. He went for goal himself, and who can blame him for that? Kewell has made it 3 and opened his Liverpool account. It's all over now. 3 goals and 3 points for the man from Anfield. And Michael Owen inevitably played a part in the goal that clinches victory. Simonsen has been pretty nigh faultless today on his return to the team unexpectedly. Made a mistake there. Owen beat him to it. The header clear fell perfectly for Harry Kewell. And with his excellent left foot, you wouldn't have expected him to miss, and he didn't, even though the angle was quite tight and a lot of defenders between him and the goal line. Kewell dispatched it first time, and Liverpool now are home and dry. And bragging rights on Merseyside most definitely reside at Anfield today. A 3-0 scoreline with still 10 minutes to go. Diouf looking for Heskey. And again, El Hadji Diouf. He's played as well as any Liverpool player out there today. And as David Moyes' team move into the final stages of this Barclaycard English Premier League match, they know now that it's all over, bar the shouting. And there'll be plenty of that in the pubs and clubs on Merseyside tonight, as Liverpool fans celebrate a much needed and very timely victory over their local rivals. And it'll be 8 derby matches in a row since Evertonians have been able to enjoy that feeling. And they're going home early, and very disappointedly. And maybe Liverpool haven't finished yet. Gerrard lines up the long-range effort. I feel sorry for Simonsen. I mean, to be fair to him, he kept out 3 or 4 goal-bound efforts before that mistake that led to Liverpool's third. Diouf. Good tackle by Gravison. And it's the sound Evertonians didn't want to hear ringing round Goodison Park. The Liverpool anthem of You'll Never Walk Alone. Rooney has got to be careful here. He's shown his temper more than once, and I think he's going to be in trouble with the referee for that, kicking the ball away like that. It's not the first time he's shown dissent or anger. We all want him to be competitive. That's a very big part of his game. But the referee's saying that he has no option. And I think really he's let Rooney off the boil more than once earlier in the game. He'd better be quiet now and just take his punishment. frustration of the day clear to see on Wayne Rooney's face and in his actions moments earlier. He doesn't like losing, and that's a wonderful trait, but he's got to keep his anger in check. As hundreds, if not thousands, of Evertonians head for the exit doors at Goodison Park. The Merseyside derby taking place earlier than I can ever remember. It's normally around October, November, the first one. And here we are with August still not out. Smiles on the Liverpool bench as Phil Thompson played in many of these games in his days as a Liverpool defender. And Gerard Houllier just exchanged a few pleasantries, I'm sure. Saturday night out will feel a whole lot better as a result of this performance today. Not always convincing today, Liverpool, if you judge them by the higher standards, and they're the standards they want to be judged by. If you judge them by some of the performances of Manchester United and Arsenal, certainly not, but they played well enough in front of a crowd of just over 40,000, a full house. Diouf, who will maybe get the man of the match award, but with Michael Owen having scored 2 goals, that's not certain. And Everton look for a consolation at least with Radzinski. Carragher's pretty much controlled things down that flank for Liverpool today. Decision to play the more defensively minded Carragher instead of the attacking Risa has been justified as Rooney is in trouble with the ref again. That little clash with Harry Kewell. Now what he doesn't want on what's been a bad day all round for him and Everton is to end up getting red carded here. Rooney, he should really just keep a lid on it now. 5 minutes to go. Eskew on the header. There's a break on here for Owen. He looks to see where anyone is, and there's only one defender between him and the goalkeeper. Can he get his hat-trick here? Great tackle. And a very lightweight shot when the ball came back out to Igor Biscan. Well, this must have been the stuff of nightmares for defender and goalkeeper here. Michael Owen bearing down on you. The cavalry a long way back in the distance. Naismith backpedaling, but to be fair to him, he made a really good challenge to deny Owen his hat-trick. We'll probably wake up having sleepless nights about that one. Given away again by Everton. Here's Heskey, and Owen's unmarked in the middle. Owen's unmarked. Can he get his hat-trick? I don't think Heskey was too interested in being provider. He wanted a goal himself. But from the moment the ball was won back here by Liverpool, Owen took up a great position. Look, no one near him. And if Heskey could have crossed, in fairness to him, looking at it again, perhaps he was trying to pick Owen out, but it wasn't a good cross. Sammy Hupia wins a terrific header there against Duncan Ferguson. Well, there was bad news before kick-off for Everton when they lost their first-choice goalkeeper, Richard Wright. In fairness to his replacement, Steve Simonson, you can't blame him. Yes, at fault for the 3rd goal, but he made a couple of great saves before that, as Dudek has done at the other end, and did again then at the feet of Radzinski. Most of the better performances today have been in the red of Liverpool, and that's why they are now cruising to victory. Ferguson's there again. So was Sammy Hupia. Owen still pursuing that 3rd goal for him. The final whistle at Goodison Park. Relief and joy for Gerard Houllier and the Liverpool fans. Everton have been put to the sword in the local derby by 3-0. Michael Owen got 2 of them, could easily have completed his hat-trick. The 3rd goal was scored by Harry Kewell, the first he has managed since Gerard Houllier brought him across the Pennines from Leeds United. There were a host of other opportunities for both sides, in fairness, in this game. Liverpool fans celebrating, but on another day, Everton might have got something out of this game. Wayne Rooney in particular had several goal-scoring opportunities that fell his way, but he was consistently denied by the excellence of Jerzy Dudek in the Liverpool goal, who made a string of outstanding saves. A relief, as I say, for Gerard Houllier.